guys, welcome back to Beauty by V. My name is Veronica, and in today's video I just wanted to change things up a little bit and kind of do a story time video to be in line with obviously Valentine's Day that is coming up in literally 2 weeks. So I got engaged, let's see, September, October, November, December, January. Oh my god, wait, what? September, October, November, December, January, February. I think almost 5 months now. Wow, I didn't even know it was that long ago. So I kind of wanted to do the proposal story, how Suraj got on one knee, what happened and all of that stuff. It's not going to be such a long video because the story isn't that elaborate. It happened very quickly and yeah, so I'm going to jump straight in. As you guys may or may not know, my family, Suraj and I, went to Japan in September of 2018, so just last year. And basically the trip was very fun. You know, we did as much as we could. Sorry guys, my card ran out of space and my battery is halfway, so hopefully it'll let me film this entire thing without any interruptions. So yeah, there was a lot of stress. Despite the stress, everything was really fun. I loved traveling with my parents and being able to show them a different country, and letting them experience things that they probably would never do unless I was there. So anyways, so we went to Osaka, and on, I think it was like the second last day that we were in Osaka, we decided to go to Nara. My parents decided to stay home. They wanted to pack up because we were flying extremely early to Tokyo the next day. My uncle, auntie and my 2 little cousins, Suraj and myself, went to Nara, and we went to like the deer park. We went to the temple, and I think it was when we were talking about Nara, Suraj and I, he insisted that we go to this specific garden. And I didn't think much of it because Suraj loves Japanese gardens, he loves bonsais. Yeah, he just kind of loves that atmosphere and that kind of environment. So I didn't question it at all. Even when we were in the temple, it was, I think, about midday, and we wanted to kind of be home so we could all pack. So we could all pack as well for Tokyo the next day and clean up the Airbnb house. So we kind of wanted to be home not too late. So it was already midday, and Suraj was like, oh, I really want to go to this garden, you know, like really insisting that we go to this garden. So we ended up going to this garden, and like, Japan requires a lot of walking, and I'm a spoiled little brat, let's just say. And like, my back really hurt, and I was like kind of complaining. And at one stage, so we were walking through the garden. There's kind of like a specific pathway that you have to go through, and there was this little like hutch where you can kind of like sit down and rest. So I sat down, and I literally was on my phone, and I felt so bad afterwards. But I was on my phone, and I was sitting down, and my back was hurting, and I was complaining and just being like this little brat. And then Suraj was like, get off your phone, like come over here. So I went over, and basically I'll slot in some photos so you guys can see. But where we were standing, there was like this kind of like little green island kind of thing, and then there was water. So I looked across to the other side, and then I turned around, and Suraj was like down on one knee, and I literally, like, my mind was like not expecting it at all. Like, I know we've been together 6 years, and that doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter when you get engaged. Like, obviously it's up to you guys when you feel comfortable and things like that. And I knew that he was going to propose within the next year, as in this year. So, and before we went to Japan, like way before we went to Japan, he had put me under the impression that he was not going to propose in Japan because my family was going to be there. So I was like, okay, I did not expect it. So I turned around, he was on one knee. He had like the ring box. I don't even remember seeing the ring for the first time. Honestly, you guys, it was just such a blur. And then he said something and I don't even remember what it was because I was just like, oh my God, is this really happening right now? And he said, will you marry me? And I was like, I literally said, are you serious? Really? Oh my God, like, are you serious? Because I could not believe that it was happening. Like, I don't know what was wrong with me. I kind of wish that I would have been a little bit more prepared, like kind of practice in my head what I was gonna say. Plus I was bawling, obviously. But yeah, like if I had kind of practiced what I would say, I would have been a little bit more, you know, like prepared. But yeah, it was a complete shock to me. I did not expect it. And I said, yeah, I think I said, of course. He stood up. Oh, he put the ring on my finger, and obviously this is the ring. So the ring is very much my style. I'm simple. I love a princess cut. Diamonds don't have to be big. I don't know anything about diamond. You could put a fake diamond on me and I would have no clue. So I told Suraj that I didn't want him spending so much money on a ring when we could be putting it to like a house or something like that. And then once we're like rich and famous, then he can upgrade. But yeah, so then, so hot, sorry guys. So then that happened, and then honestly for the next hour I was just like, oh my God, did that really happen? Are we really engaged right now? Like, holy shit, like I could not believe what had just happened. So yeah, and I was also very surprised because like we had like a lot of ups and downs on the trip, which is I guess expected when you're a couple, but it was just very difficult to have the 8 of us there. I would do it again, but probably not Japan. Probably something more like chill, a place where like people speak English, so it's easier to navigate, a place where we can kind of drive and get to where we need to go, things like that. But anyways, so what was I gonna say? So yeah, he told me afterwards that he had been planning to propose, obviously for a while, but he's had the ring for like 3 months. And he was so nervous going through customs because he was scared that he would have to take it out, and I'd be like, what's that? But yeah, you guys. Oh, also, we were so lucky and blessed to have this, I think they were an English couple who was also at that garden, and they saw the proposal from across the water. And they had taken really beautiful photos for us, which you guys would have seen. I've slopped them in. They took these beautiful photos for us, and then so we were walking back to the entrance or the exit of the garden after everything had gone down, and they caught up to us and they were like, congratulations, you know, we saw it by coincidence and we took these photos. I don't know if you guys want them. And I'm like, holy shit, yes I do, because my uncle was there when it happened, but he had kind of like fiddled with his phone. He was like, oh, you know, I guess he wasn't ready, and he did take some photos, but these other photos that they took with like a professional camera. And we're so lucky to have those photos and to have my uncle's photos as well. So yeah, and then they got my email down and they were like, we'd love to send these photos to you. And then I think I was under the impression that they were gonna send it like straight away. But it took them like a week and a half. I think we were back in Sydney when they sent it to me, because I literally was like, oh my god, then we're not gonna get these photos. Which sucks, but obviously it's up to them if they send it to us. If they didn't, then you know, oh well. But yeah, then I got this email from the guy and he was like, congratulations, here are the photos. And I was so happy to get these photos. Like it was such a surreal moment for me, and I never in a million years thought he would do it that way. Honestly, I'm such a simple person. I would have been so happy for him to take me to the park that we used to chill out when we first started dating and ask me that way. Like, I wouldn't have minded it any other way, but when he did it that way, like, it was very special. And yeah, it was such a surreal moment. Oh my god, like every time I think about it, it makes me like so emotional thinking about it. Because even when you know that a proposal is going to happen, you're gonna be shocked no matter what. Like, the fact that it actually happened, yeah, it was very surprising to me, and my parents were so happy. My mum was like, if I had known he was gonna propose today, I would have gone to Nara with you. But yeah, and then obviously now we are 7 months away from the wedding. I don't think I've announced the date, so we're going to be doing it in September of 2019, and it's going to actually be on our 7-year anniversary, which is really exciting. At first we were kind of like, oh my god, that's not even like a whole, we don't even have a whole year to plan the wedding. But the fact that it lands on the 7 years, like, it kind of is a convenience for us, I guess, in the future. We don't have a wedding anniversary and like a date that you would have and like all these other dates. So we have the one date. Basically everything has been booked. I am still on, so I did find my dress. The past few weeks I've kind of been rethinking that dress, because I feel like I didn't really give the other styles a chance, and I only tried on 4 dresses. So I have been rethinking it, and I've been talking to Alex and my other girlfriend about it. So by coincidence, yesterday I was at work, the wedding dress store gave me a call and said, they're discontinuing your dress. If you still want it, you're gonna have to come in pretty much as soon as possible to try it on, get you sized up, otherwise it's discontinued. So I kind of saw that as like a weird sign. And I don't believe in stuff like that, but I just kind of saw it as this weird sign that that dress just wasn't meant to be. At first it was the first dress I tried. I freaking loved it. But yeah, I don't know why I have been rethinking it. I just have. And then yesterday I got the call. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna book it in like March or something, because we're so busy this month. In March or April, and I'm gonna try on other dresses. I'm just gonna take this as a sign that dress wasn't meant to be. So I'm re-hunting the dress. And then Suraj has to get his suit tailor-made. The bridesmaids dresses I found, I'm so happy. They look amazing on the girls. I'm going to talk about the bridesmaids and the bridal party in a different video, just because, yeah, I'll just talk about it in a different video. But yeah, like, photographers booked, we have our cars, we have our church, we have the venue, we are finalizing our catering. We've got to kind of organize the Indian side, which is the Friday night. We're going to have a henna night, and then Saturday morning is a tea ceremony, and we've got to do a little bit of preparation for that. I need to book my florist. I know who she is. I just need to book her. Our pre-wedding shoot with one of my very, very good friends from high school. He's going to be shooting our pre-wedding shoot video and photos in April, I think it is. which is really exciting. I think it's really special. Hair and makeup is booked. What else is there? I mean, I think we pretty much covered it, and I'm really excited that we have kind of done this pretty smoothly. I am prepared for the worst, and I'm gonna try and not be crazy about things being perfect. Like, if the flowers aren't the color that I want it to be and they're like a tone or a shade or 2 shades off, that's fine. I'm not gonna even bother about it, because it really isn't too much about that kind of stuff. It's more about, obviously, my family and my friends coming together and celebrating Suraj and I's relationship. And it has been a rocky relationship from the very start, and we have come a freaking long way, let me tell you. And then, yeah, I mean, I guess that's my story time. I know I went a little long. I threw a few wedding updates in there just because I thought you guys might be curious or interested. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little story time. Let me know if you want to know anything else about us. I kind of want to talk about my relationship with Suraj and how we came to be. That does get a little private, a little bit confronting, and it does get me a little bit emotional. So I'm going to leave that for another time. If you're interested though, let me know and I'll try and do it as soon as I can. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you really enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.